are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's only award-winning one-hour local music showcase, the show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I am your host, Curtis Anderson. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the final episode of what people are calling our best season yet. This is the last show for season 5, and helping us put a giant exclamation point on the final show, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Stripped Down, it's the Classy Chassys.
And my suspenders are undone. Don't even care just what you think. The time for that is done. And when I'm driving, I like to go fast. When I'm done, something is all in the past. Never gonna hear I'm coming in last. 'Cause everything I do with class. Well, I was sitting in my car when we don't even have a plan. You make suggestions in my ear. We'll do just what we can. You keep on talking and giving me sass. You call me names, but I got the brass. I'm never gonna hear I'm coming in last. Everything I do with class.
Watching the season finale of season 5 of Stripped Down with the Classy Chassys. We did it, guys.
We did it.
We have been emailing each other since September, maybe. At the top of the show, I said this was the best season we've done of Stripped Down so far, and for me, it was the easiest. For some reason, we turned a corner last summer, and I had a stack of bands this high from the floor that wanted to be on the show. It was just, I didn't have to look at all. In September, it was like the Classy Chassys are going to finish the season. Sean Valora wanted Halloween. Jen Lane and Smoke Killer wanted the Christmas episode. It was just like filling slots. It was awesome. So welcome to Stripped Down, finally, you guys, after about a year in the making. How does it feel?
Feels great. It's nice. I love this setting. Like, look at this.
Big shout out. Big shout out to Bruno Konechny of the Draggins Car Club. He gave us our headquarters for one night. You can't think of a better place to shoot the Classy Chassys, correct?
Oh, absolutely not. This is us. This is where we like to play.
So let's start at I don't know where is the beginning for the Classy Chassys? We don't want to talk about the former band. We talked about that before we started rolling. We're not going to mention it. We're not going to mention it at all. So where's a good place to start? Who wants to jump in here? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've told this story a million times. After that other band we're not going to talk about broke up, I don't know.
It's a forbidden word.
Forbidden word. I don't know. The rockabilly thing kind of came around, and it was kind of weird. It was like Matt got into it, and we said, oh, maybe we'll give this a try. I just kind of picked up the bass once I got into it, and we said, let's bring Kenny back because he was a band geek. Yeah. Good saxophone player, and we had to find a drummer, and we picked up our buddy over here and just kind of gave it a shot.
So what age is being a band geek suddenly cool again?
Well,
Never.
I thought it was cool, and my mom told me it was
I thought you
cool.
were cool.
But that's about it. I don't know. I played in band camp for a couple of years, so that's just my
Just came
saxophones were my
naturally.
baby, and these guys called me up one night. Matt was playing guitar. He was playing some new stuff. Said, hey, I jammed with Dan the other day. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you should come in, bring your saxophone. Oh, we need a drummer. Let's call Luke.
So when did like the look and everything take place? When did that go down?
It was about fall of 2007, I believe. We always debate on when it actually started. I think our first actual show was in January of '08 at Louis.
We try to be classy at the start, but now we kind of went the other way.
We're like redneck classy.
Classy.
Yeah.
Okay. We're making it happen tonight. It is the season finale of season 5. We have the Classy Chassys in front of some pretty sharp-looking cars here. Again, it's funny that it actually came together like 8 months in the making. Here we are. So excited to end on a high note with the Classy Chassys. So, where do we go from here? What was song number 1?
That was With Class. It's kind of our theme song.
It makes sense.
Title of our first album too, and it explains everything about us. It's about kicking ass, and I don't know what else to say about that. Like that's,
what does the song explain? If people actually break it down and look at the lyrics, what does it say about the Classy
You don't wanna talk
Chassys?
to the guy who wrote the lyrics.
Okay. Lyric.
Having a good time. That's what it's all about.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Okay, well, we are going to continue having a good time tonight with the Classy Chassys. We'll go to song number 2. What's song number 2?
called Manhattan Service Road.
Manhattan Service Road. Take it away, the Classy Chassys. Did you have something to add?
Oh, it's about sex.
Okay, there it is. Classy Chassys, take it away.
Well, you can dance in spirit. You can climb on board. Tonight's a night of fun. There's a miss you can afford. Get in my car tonight. There's no lines I've got to cop. Be ready when the highway calls our name. We'll have to stop. Manhattan Service Road. It was a sight. And it felt right. Manhattan Service Road, it was a place to get a taste. If there's some loving that's been owed, you can find it on Manhattan Service Road. Well, if there's some loving that's been owed, you can find it on Manhattan Service Road. Yeah, you can dance in spirit. Come on board. Tonight's a night of fun. If there's you can afford. Get in my car tonight, but there's no lines I gotta cop. Be ready when the highway calls. Manhattan Service Road, it was a sight, and it felt right. Manhattan Service Road, it was a place to
You are watching Strip Down with the Classy Chassys. Go back in time. 2010, the first album.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what's going on back then, but you know, we try to record everything live, and we did it right.
It went okay. We actually ended up recording it out of this garage in, where is it, Hague? Yeah, it was in Hague. No, we recorded with some of the guys from Hurricane Cletus.
Oh.
They helped us out a lot, yeah. Their drummer, Rob. Rob was phenomenal. They have this great studio set up in their garage out in Hague, and you know, we had a couple of drinks. About 10 hours later, we had an album.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a pretty.
9 songs in the whole day. That's pretty good, you know. All live off the floor, which was kind of the goal at the time, and he did a really good job. It was his first time ever doing that, and you know what? He researched it, and you know what? Like, kudos to the guy.
Was that a bonding experience for the band?
Oh, definitely. I mean, what can you say about your first album? Like, this is a monumental occasion. Like, the first album, a band, and we managed to do it in 9 hours. Like, and in a small town on a hot summer day. Like, it was great.
We were real drunk.
We are gearing up for our first commercial break. And speaking of monumental occasions, again, this is the season finale of season 5. I want to give a big shout out to Eric Steiner and Stacy Gerhardt. They rolled the Shaw Mobile. It's a big deal. It might not be a big deal to anybody watching at home that doesn't understand, but they rolled the truck that's usually used for our giant sporting events here at Shaw. So even they knew it was a big episode tonight, and they wanted to help out. So big shout out to Stacy and Eric outside in the truck with the rest of the crew. And that being said, we have to take our first commercial break. We have lots more with the Classy Chassys coming up right after this. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509. Or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. 204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of 2 sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain, as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
You are watching Strip Down. It is the season finale of season 5. We have the Classy Chassys. Again, big shout out to Bruno Konechny that he let us use his garage tonight. Put the Classy Chassys in, put some hot rods behind him. It is one heck of a good way to end season 5. Thanks again for coming, you guys. You having fun so far?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm just a little sweaty right now. I think I speak for the band.
A little bit
I'm gonna
sweaty.
blame the rain.
Yeah.
I'm not sweaty at all. It's
Let's go over some of your friends in the Saskatoon and beyond music scene, and even past the music scene. Evan Haynes.
yeah.
He is apparently the 5th.
Yeah, he's the 5th.
He's the unofficial. He's like the 5th Beatle.
He's also the 6th.
The 6th
and 6th.
and the 5th
Yeah.
and 6th.
Yeah.
He's too much man for just one guy. He's got to be 2.
Too much man for just one guy.
Yeah.
So was he ever actually part of the band, or just a huge support?
He came up with the song title with Class. Well, he didn't not the song title, but that's what his band was called before Serotonin. It was with Class. I mean, remember we saw it on the
Bud's marquee there, and we're like, are we playing tonight? Because it said like something with Class, and it was supposed to be a show we were supposed to play, but we canceled out, and we're like, uh-oh. And then we figured out it was Evan.
Huge fan of Evan Haynes, huge fan of Serotonin and all his other projects, but I don't see the connection. It seems like it'd be a stretch to have you guys.
I don't even know where it came from. I think we were just hanging out with Evan one night, like at a show or something. That guy is just like genuinely a great person to be around.
He is.
He's so positive, he's so friendly. And you know what? He plays some great music, like music that we all listen to.
Good opener.
And he's fantastic. He always helps us out whenever we need him for some shows and stuff, and he's always a crowd pleaser. Yeah,
absolutely.
We love Evan. Evan's terrific.
So he's never going to be an official chassis, though? Maybe not.
Maybe one day. But no, he's played a couple of songs with us on stage before, and he hangs around with us a lot. And,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. He's a huge supporter of Stripped Down, too. He's dropped everything and come on the show when someone's canceled in the past few seasons. That being said, let's switch gears and go back to music. Where do we go for song number 3?
We're going to Swing Your Lady. This is a new one. A new single that we wrote a month ago.
A month ago?
A couple months ago.
We recorded it.
We recorded it,
a month ago.
Okay, and it's just about swinging your lady, I'm guessing?
Lady, yeah.
Swinging your lady doesn't go deeper than that?
I could.
All right, take it away.
Some English major could find something.
Take it away, Classy Chassys.
It just takes a little music and they'll all be good to go. Anticipate in every move you often love to show. Now I'm guilty of something I hope you'll never do. Unless you want to go around and swinging some lady too. But I'm the devil with a woman, yeah. But you're turning me around. The combination of me and you burning to that sound. It's up my hair, beyond repair. Yeah, you know that's how you swing your lady. Doing that dance, no second chance. Yeah, you know that's how you swing your lady. Swing your lady. That's how you swing your lady, yeah. They are liars of rebellion from others in the hall. Or are we the only ones who wanna have a ball? Well, there's nothing better, yeah, than watching my 2 hands. Then we started to lose control till we can barely stand. That's on my head, the young man. Yeah, you know that's how you swing your lady. My dance, no second chance. Yeah, you know that's how you swing your lady. Swing your lady. That's how you swing your lady, yeah. To hear what the singer said into the microphone. Don't nobody stop, 'cause we ain't going home. That's up my hair, the upper there. Yeah, you know that's how you swing your lady. Doing that dance, no second chance. Yeah, you know that's how you swing your lady. Swing your lady. That's how you swing your lady.
It's hot in here. You are watching Strip Down with the Classy Chassys. I was looking at the July schedule. You guys are pretty booked solid. Busy touring?
Well, we're getting there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's we've got a lot of stuff going on right now. We're just getting ready, and then we're going to be trying to hit up what we can of the West Coast.
When we were talking before about playing with Evan Haynes, I thought maybe there's one band that I could see you playing less with, and that would be One Bad Son. And that's exactly what you're playing with at Bud's in July. Is that like a Bud's doing, or do you know the guys from One Bad Son?
We know the guys. They're awesome. They were one of my favorite bands in the from the city. To be honest, like I mean, it might not be obvious, hear what we play, but but for me, like that's. They put their hearts into it. They go on every night and put on a huge energetic show, and we go together really well because we get everyone revved up with this kind of music, and then they come on. And
it was actually one of our most talked about episodes. We had them on, I think, in the second or third season, and then they moved away to Vancouver, I believe. And chat to hang out with Kurt Dahl, the drummer, a couple of weeks ago. They're doing really well out there. Really well. So 2 nights back to back at Bud's with One Bad Son.
Yeah, done that before, and it's one of my favorite gigs to play. Like, their fans are fun, so.
And then you guys are going through Alberta. Who knows the most about the tour schedule?
I guess
All right.
what do you want to know?
Just where you guys are headed.
I think we're doing some Lethbridge, Banff, Calgary, Edmonton, and then we come back here, and we're kind of going back and forth. We have to go out there, come back and do the Bud show, and then go back out to Calgary, Edmonton, come back to Regina and do Saskatoon. We always like to finish it off with a good Lydia show.
A good Lydia show. And the usual festivals, the circuits, the Taste of Saskatchewan.
Might be doing Taste, not too sure yet, but just trying to get into the bars for now, yeah.
Okay, are you kind of the main guy, the guy that sets most things up? Everybody,
I
as soon
try,
as soon as the hard questions come up, they kind of put this much distance between the rest
I
of us.
gotta keep it all up here, or else I drive myself crazy,
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's it like keeping these guys in line? Is that kind of your job?
Oh, can't do it.
Can't do it?
I can't do it.
That must be part of the fun, though.
Yeah, it's definitely part of the fun.
So take us back. When was like the time you realized this was clicking as a band? That this was gonna work. This was gonna be the one.
I don't know. I pretty much as soon as I picked up the bass and I jammed with Matt, we knew we had something. Like the old band just wasn't working, and as soon as we got into this kind of music, I think we knew we had something.
Yep.
Obviously, it took a couple years before we went, I don't think we really suck anymore, but right off the start, we knew we had something different, and we thought we'd give it a go.
Big announcement was that you guys were recently on Canada's Got Talent. But you know what? I want to save that. Everybody's going to have an opinion about that, and it might be a long discussion. So why don't we play another song, then we'll take a commercial break. When we come back, it'll all be Canada's Got Talent.
All right.
Where do we go next?
We're going to another song. This is one of our slower ones. It's called Miss Hollywood. I think Evan actually covered part of this on Stripped Down one time.
Really?
I think he did. Yeah,
Wow,
he threw it in there one time.
We'll have to go back in the archives and check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, the Classy Chassys.
You said I've lost my mind, but all I've really lost is you, yeah. But how can I hold on this time? Tell a thing, oh, babe, just leave it all alone. Things ain't feeling good and for the side, they just won't go. But you don't know the word, because you have everything, and that's what's
We are.
Are you crying?
I was.
Buddy.
It's okay. It was a beautiful song. That again was
That was Miss Hollywood.
Miss Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you write most of the songs, am I understanding that?
I take care of most of the lyrics.
Yeah.
And we kind of all try to split up the music, but yeah.
Dan, what's that song about, Dan?
It's a sad song.
What's it about?
Sad song. Crying and being alone and getting hurt. It's a sad song.
It's a sad song. It made me cry.
You're trying to do my job. That's my 1-2 punch. What was that song about? What's up next? What's that song about? You can host this show.
Curtis, what song is next?
I could look on the floor, but I don't want to ruin the surprise.
You want to play?
Because rookies, it's not time for a song. It's time to take another commercial break. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto, 204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Classy Chassys.
Boo-boo, worrying about what you'll say. Babe, I won't stand in your way. I'm out front unless I'm in. It's sad but true. It's always in my face. Oh, and so are you. I just don't know why you don't stop to love. Even though I can still reach you like a bug. Worrying about what you'll say. Babe, I won't
You are watching Strip Down with the Classy Chassys. I'm just going to start right here to talk about that last song. See, you knew that was coming, didn't you? I was going to ask about the last song.
The song's called Worrying. You want to know what it's about?
I do.
I can't help you.
You didn't write
Luke wrote it.
What? Really? Oh, okay.
No, I wrote that one. I don't really know what my songs are about. I don't know. Some of them are either like party songs about having a good time, and the other ones are sad. I don't write too many sad songs. But
Do people come up after a show and be like, oh, I really connected with that song. That song was awesome.
It's happened once or twice, yeah.
Yeah? And do you let them in that you didn't really have a point when you wrote it? You're just kind of being vague? Or were you
Maybe
like,
I'll make
thank
something,
you?
Maybe I'll make something up.
Thank
I don't know.
you. Yeah.
That song was 5 years ago and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I've done it before.
Okay, let's jump over to Canada's Got Talent. Who wants to start with this? I brought it up before, and I couldn't really read the response from you guys. I thought it was going to be like a big positive, but maybe it was a negative. Start at the beginning. How do you even get on Canada's Got Talent? It was kind of off my radar. I didn't really know a whole lot about the show. And then one night, I'm got my laptop in bed, and all of a sudden this YouTube video pops up of you guys killing it on Canada's Got Talent. So start at the beginning.
Well, I was watching TV, of course, one night, and this ad popped up for Canada's Got Talent. And I've seen America's Got Talent a bunch of times before, and I always said to the guys, if Canada ever gets one of those Got Talent things, we should go on it. So I saw it, and I kind of told Dan and Matt, and I was like, let's try out for this. And they kind of shrugged it off, and then all of a sudden one day, Dan's like, we're going to do Canada's Got Talent. Are you in? I'm like, well, yeah, of course I'm in. So
It was my idea.
Yeah. Anyway, so we filled out all the forms, and we applied, and then all of a sudden we got our email to go to Edmonton to try out.
So that's where the taping was?
That's where we did the producer auditions. So the first audition to kind of put us through to the next ones. And then after that, we got the much awaited email, which we sat all night waiting for. And then we got that, and then we got to go to the live auditions in Calgary. So in front of the audience and the judges and taping.
What was that experience like, looking out at the judges, at the audience, knowing, you're being judged and evaluated?
Oh, it was pretty nerve-wracking at the start. We were sound checking in this giant hall, like the monitors were so far away, and this hall was so much sound, and we like to hear ourselves kind of close up, but they wouldn't really turn up anymore because of the TV quality and all that. But then we walked out, and Martin Short's sitting there, and I was like, this is awesome right now.
So I'm watching the clip. You guys are killing it. Everybody's rocking out. People are standing up and dancing. The judges are going crazy. You guys advance.
Yeah.
And then is that where we should kind of end the story, or what? That was the last thing I saw. There was no follow-up.
No,
clip,
I know.
So.
We got that a lot. Guys, I must have missed you guys. We're like, no, you didn't miss us at all. We got the email saying that we weren't chosen. We didn't really fit what they wanted to go with, I guess. So. But
you were chosen because you got. Was it like?
They had to narrow it down to 36 people right across the country, and 250 people got yeses in advance to that next round. So. They have to.
Oh, so smoke and mirrors. So it was like a tease.
Pretty much.
That's not cool.
Well, I think does the American one do another round after that? Yeah.
See, they do another round. Canada didn't. I don't know if it's Canada because you have the round all the people said yes to.
We're too polite to say no to anybody.
It's kind of like you're through.
Your feelings might get hurt.
And then the next round was based on your live audition performance, whereas other places they'll actually bring you back and make sure the first time wasn't like fire and water, or catching lightning in a bottle. So, and then you take that chance and you bring these acts back, judging by their first tape, their audition. So who knows what their second one, if they could follow it up, or if that was just they went out there and killed it, and then they really don't have much left.
See, did that actually air though? Because I only watch Shaw TV, so I didn't actually see Canada's Got Talent on TV.
They had an episode where they just kind of reviewed a bunch of videos, and then they kind of brought in a select group of people into the studios into Calgary or Vancouver or in Toronto and said, you're going on, you're not going on. And then the other people were kind of just, you didn't really know what happened to them. You just kind of had to.
They just were gone.
If you knew the band, you just had to ask them. That's basically how you'd know.
So it was kind of a happy, sad sandwich, and because it got you some publicity though. When the crew came in when you guys were sound checking and setting up, a lot of them were like, "Oh, awesome! The Classy Chassys is going to be so fun tonight," and the other half were like, "Oh, it's those guys from Canada's Got Talent." So did it open any doors though? Did people start talking about you more?
Well, pretty much for the next week, it was pretty cool. we were like famous for a week, and then it went away. But it was fun. The next day, I got like a bunch of radio interviews in the morning from Toronto, Calgary, and the Red Deer, and a bunch of stuff. They basically just calling me and asking me about that little 15-second clip, and it does a lot.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
even now, we got a nice video to show people for bars
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, we got 3 big celebrity judges
That know who you are.
of us. So
They were standing and dancing, so that's
exactly.
that's got to be something. So is there like a bitter finale to this? Like, did you see the people who advanced and were you like, did you guys get together?
Yeah.
Did you guys get
there's
together
a
as
lot
a
of-
band and just like heckle the TV? You're like, who cares what Martin Short thinks?
We're a little bitter. I mean, anyone would be, because it was like, yeah, you've made it. We're all just sitting around waiting for that phone call. Yeah, you're not getting in. Just, damn it, maybe Justin Bieber will.
That's
You
right.
know, I mean, yeah, it sucks that we didn't get to advance, but
It's good enough.
it's fine. We got it. We got our
I'd rather
Yeah.
minute of fame, and we don't have to be bound by anything, even if we won. Any
Yeah.
contracts, stuff like that.
So do you have a taste of success now though? Like the mainstream TV. Are you guys shooting for that again?
Possibly, yeah. I just wanted to go back to Toronto on their dime. That was all I wanted. That would have been nice.
Well put. All right, should we get to our music, you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
What's next?
I think a new
We're running out of time, man.
Yeah, time check. How many songs do you?
I can't tell if I'm going to start sweating or crying. It may be a mixture of both. Season 5 is coming to a close, but what's the next song?
A song called Minor Romance.
Minor Romance. Take it away, the Classy Chassys.
The backseat
We are spending 60 minutes with the Classy Chassys. Do I even have to ask the question? Who just wants to answer? What's the song about?
Fill it, sure. The song's called Minor Romance. It's about a romance that's not too serious.
It's not too major?
Not too major, kind of minor.
Okay. I thought maybe it was a play on words, like it was played in a minor key.
When I came up with the title, I remember Matt going, "Oh, I think we can do this in a minor key," and then it came in and it wasn't. So.
That's how deep we go.
Yeah. Scrap that idea. But yeah, no, everything. The titles are kind of. You can probably figure it out.
Nice.
Worrying's about worrying. Minor romance is about minor romance. And
you're not writing Shakespeare in this band.
No.
Just having a good time.
Thou heart minor romance. I don't know.
Okay. Do you guys ever cringe when you like hear his lyrics and look at the songs he's putting together and you're like, hey, no, we got to tear this down and rebuild it? Or is he always hitting it dead on?
He usually does.
Yeah?
Always. Sometimes I just forget the lyrics and something else comes up, but and they stick, you know, sometimes.
There's been
one or two that, you know, like, I've forgotten, and all of a sudden we look back, we're like, that was good.
We've had so many acts on Stripped Down where you could just feel the tension. People are mad at the drummer. It's usually the drummer for whatever reason, I'm sorry. But this band seems like a really good brotherhood.
Yeah, no, it's really good. You know,
yeah, everyone gets along.
We've never really fought or anything, even on the road. We've, like...
No, we had some pretty ridiculous stuff going on the road where, like, we just, like, mess with each other, but it's all in good fun. Like... We didn't have a washroom that Luke didn't destroy as soon as we got into the hotel. Yeah.
We're a good group of people because, like, when things go wrong, we usually, like, laugh about it more than, like, you know, when we're traveling and our van breaks down twice in one day in 2 different cities, you know, instead of getting all angry, well, we get angry, but we're still laughing. We're like, we gotta do this. We gotta get going.
Like, let's say, I mean, me, Matt, and Kenny have been playing together for I think almost 10 years, and that's not normal for people our age. I mean, after our first band broke up, obviously, you know, we put it back together, so there was something there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, and just like Matt was saying, finding fun in, you know, horrible situations. We were out driving to Toronto and something smelled just like rotten eggs, and little did we know our battery was melting itself as we were driving down the highway.
I thought it was just Toronto.
Yeah, we just thought that's how Ontario smelled, but I guess, you know, it was just us.
You're welcome, Ontario. And with that, we have to take our final commercial break. We wrap things up with the Classy Chassys. We wrap things up for season 5 of Stripped Down coming up right after this. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509. Or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. 204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Classy Chassys.
I wanted a girl, but that was old news. But yes, I tried, but she just refused. My mind splits in two when I saw the one. Oh, but I had to choose. I heard them talk. That choice made it too hard to see.
we are wrapping up the episode. We are wrapping up season 5 with the Classy Chassys. Did you guys have fun?
Tons of fun.
Tons of fun.
This is great.
It all worked out. 8 months
I know.
emailing back and forth. We actually lined it up. We got a garage. We got the Classy Chassys. We got a season 5 finale. Thank you so much, sir. You had a good time?
Thank you. I had a great time. What a great setting. Thanks again to Draggins and for letting us use their car garage.
All right. For all things Classy Chassis, where do people go online?
You can go to our Facebook group, facebook.com/The Classy Chassys. It is spelt with a Y, not an IS,
Okay.
just for those at home. And what else we got? I think we have a MySpace.
Everything should be linked on there. There's a Twitter, there's a SoundCloud, there's a couple other things. We just made them, so they're pretty new. But Facebook is the main one.
Nothing but opportunities to see you guys in July, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe some
yeah.
roadies will tour Canada with you, tour the prairies.
Well, I sure hope
Come
so.
see ya. And lastly, who wants to answer this? What are people going to get if they take in a Classy Chassis show? A bloody nose. That's wow. That was no. I don't know. I don't want anybody to say anything after that. That has been the best answer I've ever got from when I asked that question.
That happens if you stay at the front and we're playing some rowdy tunes. But no, you're going to get a lot of energy. Just bring your dancing shoes.
You're gonna get up and dance just like Martin Short did.
That's right.
It's gonna get reckless.
It's gonna get reckless. And that's the name of the last song.
The last song
I
here,
see
reckless.
what you did there.
Yeah.
Should I ask it one last time? What's reckless about? This one actually had a good story.
No, this was just about kicking ass and being awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. Kicking ass, taking names.
Kicking
And
ass.
if it's cool with you, we're gonna get a little stripped down right now.
Do it. I gotta give some shout outs before you play out. This is the last episode, the last moment of our 5th season. And again, I said it right off the top. This has been the best season we've done yet for Strip Down. I want to give a big shout out from the top down. Of course, Mr. Jay Neufeld, who doesn't get nearly enough credit. He's the director. He's not on camera very much. He sits in the control room. He sits in the truck. He makes sure everything gets to tape and gets to air properly. Another guy who left us in October, and when we do send-off shows, we always make a big deal about it. We put the person on the couch that's been here for a few years, that's done 200 episodes or whatever, and we talk about the past, and we talk about their favorite episodes. But there's a young man named Sal Accardo who helped us with 3 seasons of Strip Down, and we kind of killed him off on our Halloween episode. And when you guys mentioned how smelly Toronto was, I kind of reminded me of...
It wasn't Toronto, it was the band.
Yeah, because he moved back to Toronto where he was from, and it just happened to be his last episode was Halloween, so we wrote him off in the script. We killed him off. So Sal, if you're somehow watching, thank you so much for all your hard work. I don't want to name all the staff, but again, I have been blessed, and I know I speak for Jay, that probably the most proud thing, the proudest I've been about this show since it started, was the fact that we retained the same crew from 2008 till pretty much this season. But now they're old enough to go to university and post-secondary. So about halfway through the season, we had a changeover in crew, and somehow lightning struck twice, and we got another group of amazing individuals. So again, on behalf of Jay, as I know he feels this way, we've been really blessed with the hard work and the dedication of the crew. Who else? Our sponsors, Long & McQuaid, Ultimo, Uramoda, and Mr. Sicily Pizza. And again, Stacy Gerhardt and Eric Steiner helped us with the production tonight. They rolled out the Shaw Mobile, which is usually used for the sporting events. So it's kind of a big deal. Big deal. And of course, Bruno Konechny from the Draggins Car Club lending us this amazing space, putting an exclamation point on the final episode of season 5. I'm done talking. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you again in September. Each season we wonder if we can top it. We're going to top it in season 6. We're coming back in September. Last time tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Classy Chassys. Thank you so much.
How you never wanna be. Well, I know that after all, some folks just wanna thrill. Sometimes you gotta get up and you gotta take a spill. So come on, little baby, don't give me a sigh. a try, cause a reckless man is what you're in the need of. I'm meant to show you and to give you love. Well, I'm ready. Well, there's nothing to fear. Gotta hold on tight. The things you forget yesterday, you gotta make up tonight. So come on, little baby, the nursing you win. Before long, you say it reckless for the win. So come on, little baby, don't give me a sign. Now you just gotta get up there, give me a try. Cause a reckless man is what you're in the need of. I'm meant to show you and to give you love. Well, I'm ready. Well, lead me to my ways. No way you can see. I was born and raised out you would never want to be. Well, I know that after all, some folks just want to thrill. Sometimes you gotta get up and you gotta take this pill. So come on, little baby, don't give me a sign. Ah, you just gotta get up and give me a try. Cause the reckless man is what you're in need of. Let me show you and to give you love. Well, I'm ready. Well, reckless man, what's your in the need of? I'm meant to show you and to give you love. Well, I'm ready. Classy Chassys. This is reckless.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh,
Get all the liquid.
oh, what was your thing? Just go.
Get all of it.
Come on.
Don't forget
Come
all
on.
of it.
This is a strip down moment right here.
Drain it.
You
Drain it.
can't be talking.
Drain it.
She's taking it.
Trying to. You just like come up steadily. It just bursts. Bang.
Yeah, Lucas. No doubt. Alexa, come on.
Hey, there's so much in here.
You
It's
said
like
that.
10 cups.
You were all talk a second ago.
Oh my god.
It's like 10 cups.
Just keep.
Just do it. Don't think about it.
Yes. Because you can't. Give me a dad reaction.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, boo.
His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best.